All right, March 24th, driving south down to Wakulla County. Got a friend of mine I actually met through work, Liam Callahan. He lives down there in the county, and he's got, I think he lives pretty close to it, but I think he's got 400 acres of private land that it's a deer and turkey hunting lease. And I've never hunted with Liam before and never been on this property, but I'm really looking forward to it. He said it's got some birds on it. He's had success in the past. I don't think he's harvested one yet this season, and I haven't either. Of course, the season's only a week long, but wife and I went on a quota hunt opening weekend and never saw a bird. Heard some birds. I think on the second morning we heard some birds, and then I went hunting by myself at one of my spots, really the only spot I've got that really has any turkeys, and called in 2 hens, but never heard a gobble. So anyway, we got a full moon, and I'm looking forward to hunting with Liam and seeing this property and learning from him, and maybe even teaching him something. You never know. So that's what hunting with somebody's all about, is just the camaraderie and a team effort to try to pull a big gobbler into coming into shotgun range. So anyway, let's see what happens. Stay with us. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Woo-hoo. Alright, the bird is right down that road, and so we're trying to circle around through the woods to get a better angle at him. We got a strutter and another gobbler. He may be a jake, I'm not sure, but there's definitely one big long beard that's strutting, and maybe even 2. We just haven't been able to get in a good position where we can see very far and see what his reaction is to the calling. So we're trying to do that now. Hit a few yelps. He's down there. No, right here. He's down at the bottom of the hill strutting right now. You can see him. I say you hit a few yelps and see if we can bring him up. You think we're there right now? Huh? I say stay here. can set anywhere. Where are you gonna set? Get that first tray, or are you gonna? love it. That was awesome. That was awesome. You held good.
Nice calling, bro.
Hey.
Hey, Tony Young, he's the man.
Oh man. If I was the real man, we would have got this done an hour ago.
I love it.
I love
No
it too.
noise. We stayed on that bird, knew there was a gobbler down here, stayed on that bird, let him leave the hen. Finally, you called him in, shot him at 20 steps. It was picture perfect.
All right, so
Yeah.
there's where you shine it, but hold on. So let me see. So we were right, yeah, go ahead and mark it up. So we were right there, man. Yeah, that was his view of us. And we were definitely camouflaged in really nice.
About 20 yards.
20 yards, okay. Perfect. Perfect right there. Love it. All right, brother. I love it, man.
Yeah.
Well, man, just a beautiful morning out here with my boy Liam Callahan, and I met him through work, but we've never hunted together, and we had talked about doing a spring turkey hunt. He's got some really nice property down here in Wakulla County, and
Yep.
not too far from his house. And actually, we just took the buggy here, didn't we?
Yeah, the beautiful thing about Wakulla County is that we're still rural enough to basically walk out your back door if you're lucky enough and have some property to kind of roll out to, and within a mile or two, and springtime's fun in Wakulla County, that's for sure.
Man, you got great birds. We came out. Liam was hoping, thinking that we were going to be able to hear some, and actually he even thought the owls would be going off, but we really didn't hear anything. I think maybe a peacock. I think a peacock or something out in the distance was about the only thing we heard. Maybe some crows, but but anyway, we were walking, I guess, making our way toward the place where they normally roost, even though we didn't hear them. But he was pretty confident that they were roosted there. And then we went right around the corner, and all of a sudden Liam's like, whoa, there's a strutter right there. So we backed up into a spot that really wasn't a great spot, but if the bird would have came, it would have been okay, but it would have been one of those things where you don't see the bird until he's 18 yards away.
Right up on you.
Yeah, so, but he didn't come, and then we had three hens, I think, kind of walk through the pines, and they didn't see us, but then I guess they went away, and Liam kept kind of getting up and checking the bird, and we made another setup that was better. It was great for filming, and you had to pull a hunting public type thing where you have to lay on the ground and shoot the bird. That's the first time you ever done that?
My first turkey in the prone position. It's not very fun in the springtime. I don't generally like to do it, but I think situationally, how we were set up, it was almost the only shot I had. I kind of had these two branches working against me a little bit, which they were
so
at
you have to get
eye
underneath
level.
it.
Yeah.
And you had there was a little hump right there, so of some cover, so you got to just kind of lay over that. The only problem I think was I was outside of the road. I was more on the outside, so I could see what the bird was doing, and he was with a hen, and I don't think you could see it as much. So I kind of had to. I was trying to give him some signals, and finally I was like, "Hey, he's coming now, so get ready."
It went like this.
Yeah.
He's coming. Quiet down. He's coming, and all I could see really was his white. I'd see his pop-up white. I'd see his fan. He was strutting like crazy. I mean, he strutted for 60 yards to us.
And Liam let him get close, so we got great footage. And at 20 steps.
20 steps.
Pull the trigger.
I probably could have shot him at 25, 30 steps, but I felt what I wanted to see is him kind of give us full display one more time. But at 20 steps.
No, you better. Yeah. You don't want to play around too much. And boy, that I guess you're using heavy shot.
Heavy shot. Yeah.
And boy, it put a number on that. On that gobbler's head,
12
man.
gauge, 3-inch heavy shot. Yeah.
And man, he's got looks like a
double beard.
I mean, double beard, and gosh, I mean that's 10 and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, pushing 11 inches.
Yeah.
So
good bird.
A heck of a beard. Yeah, it looks like you got a double beard right there.
Yeah, good beard.
Heck of a bird, man.
Good hooks, decent hooks. Probably 1-inch hooks. A little less
Let's
than
see.
1 inch hooks.
Can I show the camera?
Yep.
Let me get in here and see if I can.
Yeah, probably 1 inch hooks. And
So I can get in there and right there. Let's see. Pull this feather out right here. There you go, right there. Yep. Probably, yeah, 1 inch, I'd say. I mean,
but with all this sand, sometimes down here, it's a lot like South Florida where, you know, they get real sharp, and this guy's sharp here. But I've killed birds out here with long hooks, and I've killed mature birds with short hooks. You know, to me, it's really the weight of the bird.
yeah, and the thing is, like, a lot of people think that the age of the bird has to do with the spurs, but actually it really doesn't.
Yeah.
All supposedly you can tell, unless you do some kind of DNA test or anything, is if the bird has a full fan, which he does, then he's at least 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really all you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, man.
Yeah, what I think really the takeaway from this hunt though too, and like we were talking about earlier, is that we started out with a decoy as well. We had the bird strutting in front of a decoy for 45 minutes, would come within 50 yards and back out.
That we didn't get any video of.
No, because we were tucked up in the woods. But what we did is we put a sneak on our decoy. So we didn't put a sneak on the tom, we put a sneak on the decoy, got rid of the decoy without him seeing us. I still don't know how that happened, but it happened. Took the decoy out of there. Tony hit a couple yelps and some other stuff, and he just, you know, it was almost like he was waiting on that decoy to get out of there. You know, like it was
Maybe
bigger
so.
and badder than him.
I mean, sometimes the decoy really helps you, and then and sometimes it hurts you, and maybe it was hurting us this time, and so by you getting it out of the way, then I guess it helps us. But I never heard a gobble all day, but he said the gobbler cut me off in the middle of my yelp. So
the first one after
I just have to believe you on that one.
Yeah, it was 100%. Yeah, he fired off mid yelp as Tony was still going through his thing, and that was as soon as we got rid of the decoy. So
and then
and
then right after he gobbled, that's where he came in.
Yeah.
And then he still hung up for a while where you couldn't really see him and couldn't really get a good shot because there was too much brush in the way. And then finally he broke strut, you'll see on the video, and then he came in. That's when I was like, he's coming now.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Yeah.
And he
I like
walked
getting
right
them
on
birds at 20 yards. You know, if you can pull them in 20, I mean, I've killed birds outside of that, but I like, and especially with us filming, I thought it would have been cool if we got it to where he got real close, and I think we achieved that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know,
shot.
that's what turkey hunting's all about, is trying to fool a tom into bringing him in really close.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not about shooting him with a rifle.
Yeah.
So, man, you did that today, brother.
It was awesome.
It
was awesome.
First time hunting with this guy, and I hope it won't be the last.
It won't be. Yeah, it won't be. But this is the way we do it, and I love it. You know, and getting after deer, getting after turkey, getting after fish.
I mean, you got a great.
We got a cool little area.
Beautiful piece of land out here. I mean, love it.
All right, bro. We'll do it again.
Yeah, man. I love it, man.
Yeah. First.